Welcome back to your writing. Today we are going to be gathering facts and details from a print source. So we are in the pre-writing stage, so not actually drafting yet, not actually writing. We have to get certain things before we do that, and that's what we're working on today. So the prompt, which is at the front of your packet, asks us to explain how corn is produced in the United States. Today we're going to find relevant facts and details from the print source, right here. A short history of a special plant. If you do not have the copy to work with, you can get on Benchmark and read it that way. But first we're going to reread this section, the subheading, the Corn Belt, so paragraphs 7 through 9. And we're going to take notes on it because we have features right here of good informative / explanatory essays. And we're working on this one right here, developing the topic with facts, definitions, and details. So we have to take notes first before we start writing. And I'm going to model for you what that looks like. So you are not writing this part down, okay? I repeat, you are not writing this part down. I'm just showing you how to do it. So, as I read, you guys have already in class, we have marked and annotated and underlined key details. I'm going to go back over those. I can't mark it on my screen, but I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. So, follow along with me. The Corn Belt. In the United States, most of the corn was, and still is, grown in the Midwest, or Corn Belt. This region's climate has hot summers and regular rainfall that corn needs to grow 3 meters, which is 10 feet tall. In the past, a farmer would grow corn year after year in the same field, and the soil would get worn out. As a result, the corn harvest would decrease. To combat this problem, farmers rotated crops, planting different crops each year. One common pattern, or a rotation of crops, is to plant soybeans one year and corn the next. Soybean plants add nutrients back into the soil. Okay, so the key details of this first paragraph, right, is talking about where most of the corn is made, which if I had the ability to underline, wait, do I? Amazing, I do. Okay. I don't know how great this is going to be, but okay, this part right here is showing where most of the corn is made, which is the Midwest. Okay, it's also saying that the reason is because of the climate. So it has the hot summers and regular rainfall that corn needs to grow. So I would write that key idea, which I did, right here. Corn is grown in the United States for a number of reasons. Then I put climate, because that's a key word. You saw me circle it. And it says the Midwest has hot summers and lots of rainfall. Then in this paragraph right here, something that I feel is a key idea is that crop rotation helps, okay? So it said that the soil was getting worn out from planting the same crop year after year. So to combat this, they started to rotate the crops, planting different crops each year. So that's what I put for key idea. Crop rotation helps replenish the soil. And the word rotated was important because that's how they kept the soil healthy. And that they switched between soybeans and corn to add nutrients to the soil. Sorry. Then I'm looking at this picture here. It's showing me, okay, this can be key ideas too. It doesn't just have to be written. It shows me exactly where corn is produced. So I'm seeing the Midwest and the different states. So here I put most of the corn produced in the United States is grown in the Midwest. Keyword, Corn Belt. And then I just included a couple of states here. It says includes Midwestern states such as Iowa, Illinois, and Nebraska. Let's keep going. Many farms in the Corn Belt, there's that word again repeated, so we know that's a central idea, also raise cattle or hogs. These animals eat both corn and soybeans. In the fall, the animals go out in the fields to eat any leftover crops. Animal waste helps fertilize the soil for next season. Okay, fertilizing the soil is definitely a key word. And the fact that it's animal waste that is doing it. So I also wrote that here, okay, because that's also a reason why it's grown in the United States. So the animals go out in the fields to eat leftover corn, and then the animal waste helps fertilize soil for the next season. Keyword, fertilize. So I just showed you how I underline key ideas, circle key words, and then I took notes on it. So your job is this. During independent writing time, you are going to read the section titled Early Cultivation. Let me write this down. So let me just duplicate it, delete. Okay, so here's your directions. Maybe. Let me insert. Should have done this before. So if you would like to fast forward this part, be my guest. All right, here are the directions. Reread the section titled Early Cultivation. Underline facts and details and record them in your notes. That's in your packet. So that's in the packet that I gave you. It looks like this, okay? But you are not writing this. You're doing your own, which is what I am telling you to do right now. And that's it. Okay? So do exactly what I did, except for you're doing it with the section titled Early Cultivation.